everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Nizzy's Sports Chat. I am your host, Nizzy, and in this video, you guys are going to be breaking down the upset victory that the Raptors suffered last night versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ended up giving up the victory, gave the Cleveland Cavaliers the win by a final score of 102-101 in last night's game, you guys. This one was a tough game to watch in that second half as a Raptors fan. Just watching that 15-point lead slowly slip away out of our grasp. Basically handed the Cavs a victory last night on our home court. Very unfortunate. Really didn't like the effort that I seen in that fourth quarter. Thought that we should have been able to win that game hands down, especially with a 15-point lead in the second half there. And just to be able to blow that lead and give it away on our home court is just a brutal way to lose the game. Growing pains for a young Raptors squad. A little bit of learning lessons in this one. You got to play a full 48 minutes if you want to beat teams in this league. As soon as you take your foot off the gas, any team can come back and win in this league. Everyone can shoot the three ball. Everybody's, a professional athlete out there, so you can't let off the gas in these type of games here. Cleveland's looking like a lot better team than years past as well. They're 6-4 now on their season, same as us, 6-4. So they're looking a lot better. Obviously, they got some good bigs in Evan Mobley and Jared Allen there. Those two guys went off for them, as well as Darius Garland, their point guard, had a 21-point performance for them. Raptors just need to finish it off, man. They need to close out those games a little bit better. Tough one to watch at the end of the game there. Cavaliers did not lead the entire game until they finally got the lead at a 102-101 score at the final of the game there. To take the victory. Just a heartbreaking loss for the Raptors. Should be 7-3 on our season. Instead, we're 6-4. Quick rebound though. We got an early matinee game coming up against the Brooklyn Nets on Sunday. Got to go out and get that victory. It's going to be a huge matchup. There was some breaking news, you guys, too, that just came out. This is big-time fucking news for the Raptors, and Pascal Siakam will be back for Sunday's game versus the Nets. That is right, Pascal Siakam will be back for Sunday's game versus the Nets. This is going to be a huge addition to the squad. We need his scoring touch right now. OG and Fred have been doing good, but we just need a little more offensive power out there, and obviously we know that Pascal is more than capable of being a good defender as well. He's the best player that we got on our team. He's been out for the start of the season. We've been able to hold down the fort without him. Going to be huge to have him back with a big-time matchup coming up against the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to need him for that one. Hopefully we can turn the tides here and switch it around and get another victory. We'll break down some of the player stats in this game, you guys. OG had another nice 20-plus point performance, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, as well as 1 steal and 1 block. The dude's just been outstanding with his shot-making ability so far this year. He's making some really tough shots. His step-back jumper's looking real nice so far. His three-point stroke is hitting nice. His ability to finish around the rack is there. Just loved what I've seen from OG so far this season and the continued progression each and every game. He's just looking like an absolute stud for us. Looking like an most improved player candidate this season. Freddie had a nice performance again for you. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Gary Trent, another good performance as well. 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 6 steals along with 2 blocks. I mean, this guy's, has a chance to be Defensive Player of the Year if he keeps it up at this rate. I mean, 6 fucking steals in a game is outstanding, as well as 2 blocks. That's 8 major defensive plays that this guy made. Probably had a few deflected passes as well. Could have even had more steals in the game. Just love his tenacity on the defensive end, man. I do not think they should be taking this guy out of the starting lineup whatsoever. If anything, take Precious Achiuwa out of the starting lineup. Insert Pascal Siakam at the center slot. Have Scotty run the small forward spot. Keep OG at that power forward. I think Trent Jr.'s earned every right to stay in that starting lineup. He's been playing absolutely phenomenal. He's been one of our better defenders. And obviously one of our better offensive players as well. So really liked what I've seen from him so far this year. Just looking like an absolute stud on both ends of the floor. Scotty Barnes with a nice performance. Came oh so close to getting the game-winning tip-in at the end of the game there. We missed that shot. He just left it hanging on the rim. It was so fucking close to falling in. Was able to tip it up once more, but the buzzer had already sounded off when it did drop through the hoop on the second tip-in. Very unfortunate. You could just tell by the look in Scotty Barnes' eyes that he was not happy with himself. He knew he should have had that tip-in. But like I said, it's growing pains. It's a learning lesson for this young team. We're ahead of schedule here with a 6-4 record. I don't think anyone expected us to be above 500 right now, especially with Pascal Siakam being out of the fold. But Barnes had a good night still. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. So he's just getting it done on both ends of the floor for you. Just being one of the leaders that we need on this squad for a rookie is just so impressive. Loved what I've seen from the kid. He's looking like a Rookie of the Year candidate right now. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he does win it. Khem Birch with another nice performance, only had 4 points, but he did give you 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks as well. Kind of taking up some of those minutes from Precious Achiuwa, who had another night where he struggled offensively. Was able to get some rebounds for you, but still struggling offensively, so that's where Birch has been coming in nicely as that veteran presence in the center slot for us there. And then Delano Banton with 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist in his short 9 minutes of action. Now, that's one mistake I think Nick Nurse made in the rotations there. I think Delano Banton should have had more minutes last night. He was a terror on the offensive side of the ball for us. You know, there's no answer. The Cavs really had no answer for the guy. To the fact that he had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist in only 9 minutes of action tells you everything you need to know about this kid. And the effort and the energy that he brings every time he steps onto the floor. Would have loved to see him be, you know, closer to the 20-minute mark instead of the 9-minute mark there. You know, but it is what it is. It's a tough loss. Like I said, some learning lessons there. The Cavs players did play well. Jared Allen had 16 points, 15 rebounds. Big double-double from him. Evan Mobley, their draft pick, had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Darius Garland had 21 points and 8 assists for them. Seti Osman was just draining all of his 3 balls, 5 of 10 from 3-point range, 17 points, 2 boards, 2 assists. And then Ricky Rubio, veteran point guard coming off the bench for them, had 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists as well. So they got good production out of their top guys. You know, like I said, this was the Raptors game to win here. We basically gave it away in that fourth quarter. You know, got to do a better job of closing out games. Like I said, it's going to be learning lessons for a young squad here. You know, leaves a bad taste in their mouths after that tough loss there. So I expect them to come out chomping at the bit for this game on Sunday against the Nets. I don't think the Nets are going to be able to match our defensive intensity. So I do think we've got a good chance of winning this game. We're just going to have to hold them down on the offensive end. We can't allow Kevin Durant to go off for 35 or 40 points in this one. We got to hold him and James Harden down, not allow them to get their shot rolling. And if we can do that, I think we can come out and get a victory in Pascal Siakam's first game back to the season here. That's going to be a huge addition, having him back in the fold, you guys. Can't wait to see what he can bring to the table this season as our best player. Hopefully Yuta Watanabe is not too far behind him there. Then we'll have our full squad ready to rock here for the rest of the season, barring no other injuries or upsets there. So yeah, you guys, tough loss. Got to look forward, get ready. It's an 82-game season for a reason. Still 6-4, you know. Still some positives to take away from this game. Still some positives to take away from the season so far. So not going to be too high or too low in this aspect here. I think we're going to be primed and ready for a good bounce-back game versus the Nets on Sunday. Can't wait for that matchup, you guys. Please go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts were on the game last night. What do you think some adjustments that needed to be made for us to come out victorious in a game like that? Like I said, we'd love your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Appreciate all the support I've been getting lately, you guys. Thanks for watching this video, and this is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Chat.